Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be going over FaZe Sway's new high ground retakes. So we did post a video last week of 3 retakes and how to do them, but in this video, I'm going to be going over 5 retakes and go a little more in depth on each move. I've also got the hand cam set up so you can kind of get a grip of what my fingers are doing when I'm building. So I'm currently running a Galaxy Control Freak on my right stick. I highly recommend Control Freaks if you are looking to get a lot better accuracy, and it does help me control my high sensitivity, as there's no way I could play without them. So you can pick yours up with the link in the description and use code FLEA for 10% off. As well as they currently got a limited supply of these Loot Llama pins to celebrate Fortnite's 2nd birthday. Also, if you guys are new around here, don't forget to subscribe and drop a like if you do want to see more high ground retake videos. Anyway, let's get into the first retake. So I'm going to start off by showing you what it looks like, and then I'm going to get into how to do it. So I did put it into a little bit of a combo, but the retake I'm talking about is this one. And if I find out who invented this retake, I'll put them up on screen now. But basically for our first retake, I thought I'd start with one that FaZe Sway didn't mention in his video. So an easy way to get into this retake is just to place a flat cone above you. Edit the flat, edit the cone, and then you just place 2 ramps, a flat, and then you land on the bottom ramp. This is one of many ways to get into this retake, but anytime you can place a ramp above you at this level, and you can place one next to it, all you gotta do is jump and then edit out this first square, or you can edit both squares if you like. This is a super stylish retake and it's one of my favorites, but I'd never do it more than once in a row. But a good way to practice it is just to ramp up, place a flat cone and edit them like that, and then all you want to do is place that first ramp and then hold L2. And don't look too far to the left, because if you look too far to the left, your ramp's going to come out like this and it won't let you place it. So you kind of want to be still looking in this section here for that ramp to place, and then jump, and then you just place a flat and a ramp. And then to practice, you just consistently do it over and over. And it also can be done in the opposite direction. Now the next retake I'm going to be covering is Parallel Beats' protected directional changes. Huge shout out to Beats for this retake. He actually invents a lot of retakes, so I highly recommend you guys go subscribe to him. So I actually have covered this retake before a couple of months back, and that's probably when FaZe Sway started doing them. So basically with this retake, once again, you can get into it however you want. I just like getting into a double ramp and then place 2 cones, and then I go off this back cone. I just place a ramp here, and then a flat, and then a ramp. You want to jump on this bottom ramp as soon as you place the flat ramp. You can edit out whichever side you like. I normally go to the left because my opponent's normally behind me. Place a cone up here, and then just do the same thing. So we are placing a ramp off this back cone here. So this ramp will look like this from your opponent's view. So pretty much that ramp is placed, and as soon as that ramp's placed, you jump, and then flat ramp, kind of like the last retake. And then from here, you can edit out 1 square, or you can edit out 2 squares if you like. 2 squares gives you the freedom of placing this cone quite early, whereas if you only edit 1 square, you kind of have to go more up the ramp to place that cone. But so far, this is how it should look. So you've gone into a double ramp, placed 2 cones, and then you've kind of made a sort of S shape coming up here. So if your opponent's kind of at high ground, they can't really see you running up the side there, and then you're just going to go off into the opposite direction. So you do the exact same thing: ramp, flat, ramp. And obviously you want to keep momentum, so you want to run and then jump onto this one. And then from here, you edit this flat, and you're pretty much free to do what you want. Normally when I come out of here, I'll place a flat ramp, and then place these walls, place a cone, and then I'll go into something else here.
How many days have passed like this? The city, the crowd is fading, moving on.
Now the next retake is a super simple one that FaZe Sway mentioned in one of his videos. So pretty much once again, you want to get into a double ramp, place a cone at the top of that ramp, place one here as well if you want, and then he edits up this cone, places a wall, he pulls out his pickaxe, you edit, reset, and edit those 2 squares mid jump. So you want to do that all in one jump basically.
I know, and this life goes on. I'll be strong. I'll be strong.
Like, what is this retake? It's so stupid. If anyone does this, they're actually brain dead. So this isn't the most useful retake on its own, but Faceway uses it a lot in combination. So whenever he runs into a quick double ramp, sometimes he'll just quickly edit up these 2 squares, place a wall, and then flip around and come up. Now there's a lot of reasons why the wall is there, and the first reason is because just in case you make a mistake on editing those 2 squares, if you edit 3 without the wall, it just breaks. But if you have the wall there and you accidentally swipe and edit 3 squares, you can still continue on. I've seen in free builds before where people have come to do this 180 and they've accidentally swiped 3 squares, and that wall just makes sure that it doesn't break. As well as it kind of gives you the freedom to go in whatever direction you want. So you don't have to do a 180 every time. Sometimes you want, if you want to go out to the side, you can.
Sometimes I'm thinking back to that night. Would I make you last forever this time? Your hands are shaking, but you...
Now another thing with this retake that I see Sway do a lot is that he places this cone, and sometimes he'll edit the 2 squares, place a wall and a cone as well, so that when he comes up, he's kind of protected from his opponent. So high ground retakes are all about experimenting and coming up with your own variations. Now this is one of those retakes that just takes a lot of practice. So once again, just like most retakes, get into a double ramp, place a double cone, and you want to place a ramp off that back cone like before. And now you've got that ramp place, what you want to do is you want to jump, and then mid-air you want to place these walls in this order. So right, left, down, down. So this is my preferred way of doing it, is I place my walls like that. So
No more pain, no mistakes, gotta stay.
it doesn't really matter how you do it, as long as you kind of shake your screen, you should get those 4 walls due to turbo building. And then once those 4 walls are placed, what you want to do is mid-air, you want to place a flat and catch yourself on the ramp like that. And then most of the time, people just edit that square and edit that wall, and they'll come out on this side. What you can also do is you can edit this square or these 2 squares, and then just kind of do a ramp flip here.
But it's hard to see, like feelings in motion. Like feelings in motion. Like feelings in motion.
And now for our last retake, we're just going to end it on a simple one. So it's just pretty much the reverse 90, and it will look something like this. So there's not much to this one, it's pretty straightforward. You just want to get into a double ramp as usual, and then as you get here, he places these 3 walls and then lands on this ramp, places a few walls up and places a cone. And then what I see him do a lot of the time is just to kind of do that again. It just sets himself up for another double ramp basically. So once again, those 3 walls and a ramp, throw some walls up, place a cone, and as you're about to land, place a flat. And then you can kind of just dash into another double ramp.
Make you last forever this time. Sometimes I'm thinking back to that night. Would I make you last forever this time?
And yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video. Nothing special, it was just covering a few of FaceWay's retakes and learning them myself. As you can see, I've been in creative for a good hour learning these, and it was also good practice. If you made it this far, drop a purple heart in the comment and I'll favorite it. And also, because you made it to the end of the video, I'll just give you a quick sneak peek on my settings. So I got that good old 60 ping, currently running a max X and max Y sensitivity, as well as a 1.5 edit and build sense. And my dead zones are 15 and 5. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next one.